Shalom, shalom. All praise to Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh. This is for Torah nights for all of Israel as well. I got this one titled "In the Days of Noah," and what I'm doing is I got out some of my books. Got out my books, and I just want to give y'all Torah night Yezekiel version. Y'all call me a Vanye, but my version of the Days of Noah. So go ahead and we're gonna start off. And there's some things we gotta address. All right, so we're gonna start off Book of Genesis, 6th chapter. And it came to pass when men began to increase upon the face of the ground, and the daughters were born to them, the sons of the rulers saw that the daughters of men were good, and they took for themselves wives from whoever they chose. We're gonna focus in on rulers, right? So we focus in on rulers. Years, and I'm going to start using some of these books, other books that I use, and we'll start it off in the Torah. We're going to end in the Torah, and that's going to be the Book of Enoch, right? Now, you deal with the Book of Enoch. This book deeply goes into some of these fallen ones who fell and who we were dealing with. And one of these names, if you're familiar in the Torah, is going to be Azazel. And there's another name, Samaziah. Now, this is going to be key. And we're going to keep this one in mind. Samaziah. It says Samaziah taught the casting of spells and root cutting, and almost taught the counter spells, release from spells, Barakwa. Forgive me, Salak, on some of these names. Taught the astrology. It says Kokobel taught the constellations, patrons, Ezekiel, the knowledge of the clouds, Ariel, the signs of the earth, Shamazel, the signs of the sun, Sarael, the course of the moon, and men perished, and they cried after their cry and went up to heaven. So I wonder why. I wonder why that was. So then, let's keep going. So we got to start looking. So let's look at that part right there. Let's focus in on just what's highlighted. It says they were mighty. They were mighty who were from old, were men of devastation. Right? All right. So then we start to draw this picture together. So I want to slow it down. So we want to look at this book from Robert O. Windsor, from Babylon and Timbuktu, right? We're going to go in this book and some things we need to see. So let's go back right here. And like I said, this is Robert Orr Windsor. It says now, and let's focus on what's highlighted. Now we know that Asia was the birthplace of the black race, not Africa, Asia. All right. So then we got to say, well, why is that important? Because we got to think about who we're talking about, who we're dealing with at this time. I said this is titled In the Days of Noah. And, all right, so let's keep going. Keep going. And then let's just start here on verse number 4. It says, the Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward to them. Shalak. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward the sons of the rulers would consort with the daughters of men, who would bear to them. They were mighty. They were mighty, who from old were men of devastation. So this is talking about these are giants, right? So the Torah has told you that giants walked on the earth. So I just want to show y'all some. Got this book here. This book from ancient Egypt, right? So it's very interesting what it shows in here. So the Torah has already told you there were giants on the earth in these days. So the walls of Egypt record these giants. So just want to, that's for everybody who's, the non-believers. And so we're going to keep going. So let's keep going. All right. So now we're going to use the book of the upright, right? And we're going to go to the second chapter, and we're going to read verse 19. It says, for in those days the son of men began to trespass against Elohim, and to trespass against the commandments which he had led Adam to be fruitful and multiply on the earth. And some of the sons of men caused their wives to drink drop that will render them barren, in order that they might retain from their figures, whereby their beauty appearance might not fade. So y'all hear that? So these guys and their witchcraft, these guys and all of their witchcraft have now devised up a drink, so now women can't have kids. Let's go back. Now, who is teaching this type of stuff? Let's go back. Samaziah taught the casting of spells and root cutting. So it said they caused them to drink this drink. They would no longer have kids. But it's the fallen ones who are teaching this type of stuff. So let's keep connecting that. So we're going to jump up and we're going to go here to the verse. We're going to go here into verse Jasher number 4, verse 18. And their judges and their rulers went to daughters of men and took wives by force, and the husbands according to their choice. And the sons of men in those days took from the cattle of the earth and the beasts of the field and the fowls of the air. And they taught the mixture of animals, one species with another, in order to their will to provoke the Most High, Elohim Yahweh, saw that the whole earth was corrupt, and for all flesh had corrupted his ways upon earth, and the men and all animals. Now, we've been taught this flood happens because these fallen ones have came down and they have polluted so much of the earth that the Most High sends the flood to kill people off. And now we got to start to say to ourselves, well, it said they taught the mixture, right? We're going to focus in on the mixture, right? So they taught the mixture. The mixture. Let's go back to that. So like it says, they taught the mixture of animals, one species to another. Now remember, they're dealing with the fallen. So this ain't animals no more. These people have started to corrupt because, like I said, man had become so corrupt. So let's take a look at some of their inventions. And I'm going to show you how this ties all into the Torah. So let's take a look. The mixture, right? The mixture of animal to animal, people to animal. The mixture the mixture, animal to animal, people to animal, the abominations that were made on the earth. The mixture, people and animals together. This is the abominations that was made. And we're going to prove that in the Torah. Just a second. People and animal. It's the mixture. The mixture of animals, one species to another. So they started doing everything unholy, splicing everything. You see the serpent coming right out of his mouth? It's Quetzalcoatl, the one they worshiped in South America. What I'm showing you is this is what was created. This is what the flood wiped out. So this is very real. The flood wiped this out. So let's prove that. Remember, they taught the mixture of animals, one species with another, as well as humans. So let's go ahead. Let's start running this all down. Let's clean a lot of this all up in the Torah. So a lot of this stuff that we've been looking at should start to make sense now. So now, let's take it back. And a few things should be proven now. Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was cunning beyond any beast of the field that Yahweh Elohim had made. So think about what that's telling you, y'all. He said he's more cunning than any beast, so not the only one of his kind. He's just the top kind, was cunning beyond any beast. That's letting you know he's not alone. Showing you this book of Enoch is showing you all of these fallen ones who came down and started the abomination. So now I think stuff that's in the Torah makes more sense now. So let's go to Leviticus. Let's go to Leviticus. And we're going to go, I believe we're going to go to Leviticus 8:18. I want to make sure we get there. I want to make sure we all on the right page. Let's go to Leviticus 18:3. So we'll go ahead. Do not perform the practices of the land of Egypt which you dwelled, and do not perform the practice of the land of Canaan which I bring you, and do not follow their traditions. See that? Do not follow the traditions of the land you're in. We're going to show you why. Let's go back to Leviticus 17:7. They shall no longer slaughter the offerings to the demons after whom they stray. The what? To the demons. The demons. The demons. Y'all understand that? The demons that they used to worship. Forgive me for the fuzziness, y'all. Salak. Does it make more sense now when we look at Leviticus 18:21? And it says, you shall not present any of your children or pass through for Moloch, and do not profane the name of your Elohim. I am Yahweh. I mean, come on, y'all, put it together. Put it together, y'all. These are the demons when the Most High told us, do not perform the practices of the land. So I want to say all praises to Yahweh. Thank y'all for anybody who tuned in to this. This is my drop in the days of Noah. I'm going to be doing a part 2 to this. Until then, Shalom.